Allie,
Kirsten.
did you hear that TikTok might be getting banned for real this time?
Boy, did I.
What do you think about that?
Well, obviously it's really stupid because the reason for banning it is not even a threat. Like, it's not even a reason.
Well, they say China is going to use our information.
China, no.
They said that also they say it's political propaganda.
Well, that's because we're able to see everything that's happening and the media doesn't have control over that anymore.
Yeah, I think they're being a little bit ageist with it because the people, the politicians are much older and the younger generation is using TikTok and they're like afraid of the propaganda, but it's not the propaganda, it's just what's popular on there.
Yeah.
You know, because it's younger users and younger users tend to be more liberal. What I'm talking about specifically though is that I don't know if you saw this, but TikTok a few weeks ago like had a little pop-up when you opened the app that was like call your senators or like call your representatives, and it took you directly to you could put in your zip code or your state and
it took you directly to or it had you call, like it came up as a number.
But that actually backfired on them because
Why?
Because they got a ton of calls, and then when it went to court, it just made the people who wanted to ban it even more because they're like, oh, see, it does spread propaganda.
What?
Yeah.
How is that propaganda?
But it just proves the point that they were trying to say is, you know.
But of course they're going to tell you to call your senators because they're the ones they're the ones that are going to get banned.
Yeah, but I think they're also, and then like Republicans are saying that TikTok is pushing pro-Palestine media.
It just depends on what side of TikTok you're on.
Yeah, and I also think that maybe there is more pro-Palestine media on there because it's a younger generation.
That's
the younger generation tends to be more liberal.
That's
tends to be
true.
more like humanitarian.
Mm-hmm. Especially these Gen Zers.
Yeah, and so
the people below them.
That's why my theory is that it's kind of an ageist thing because they're kind of like trying to deny what the inevitable future is going to be. Mm-hmm. Like, this is how people are going to get politically informed in the future.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just have to let it happen.
Yeah, you just got to roll with it.
Because if it doesn't happen here, it's going to happen on a different platform.
I think what it is they are freaking out because the whole reason we are so pro-Palestine is because we can see what's happening in Palestine. We have live videos. We have videos, disturbing videos of what is actually happening in Palestine, in Congo, in these places that, I mean, just to use Palestine as an example, the whole time, America is not on Palestine's side because we're as a country politically, because we are funding Israel and, you know, they're literally creating genocide, and they can't lie to us about it anymore.
Yeah.
They can't tell us, oh, yeah, no, they're not bombing schools. They're not killing kids because, hey, actually we can see these dead children on the streets, and we can see these bombs being dropped on schools. So now the politicians who are they're the ones who are trying to sway the people's minds. They can't do that anymore because the reality and the truth is on out. TikTok. It's on Twitter. It's on these platforms, and they can't do anything about it. And it's freaking them out, and they don't want us to know the truth.
Yeah, I mean, that's like literally what happens. There was this Russian, or maybe she was Ukrainian. Maybe I can cut this out because I feel like I should be informed about it. But she was basically like, she was a journalist trying to like spread awareness about Ukraine, like what's going on there on TikTok or just on social media in general. But I think it was like, you know, and she had a target on her back. The Russian authorities were like trying to get her killed, and she got poisoned.
What?
Yeah. I mean, like, and she didn't know that she was poisoned, but like she had like a slew of health problems, and then they finally determined, oh, you were poisoned. And then a lot of like women journalists that had like moved to Europe because she was in Europe too, so she didn't suspect it. Like she had moved to
Oh
Europe.
shit,
She
that
fled
is
to Europe.
crazy.
And then finally the investigators in, I forget what European country she was in, but finally the investigators were like, oh, there's been some other cases like yours that were, it's either Ukrainian or Russian, like journalists got poisoned by the Russian government.
Oh
Basically
my
by hitmen.
god.
Yeah. But this shit is happening now because of social media and people are getting exposed. It's like these countries that had so much power before are like, oh shit, we got to do something. Like,
because they can't sway the narrative anymore.
yeah.
Because we got the truth in our
We got the
palms
truth
of our hands.
out. This month's topic, we've come to realize might be kind of boring, but we decided that we're going to be yappers.
Yeah, we're yappers, and we're going to try to make it fun.
Yeah, so I think the idea here is we have a light topic for you guys, an overarching topic, but we're also just going to make this kind of a chit-chat month.
Yeah.
The other thing that's happening that I forgot to bring up is Beltane.
Oh, yeah, Beltane.
I think we should bring it up because that we were talking about the Wiccan holidays or pagan holidays last episode. Tonight, April 30th into May 1st is May Day or Beltane, and it's the one, the flowers, the maypole.
The maypole.
But it's also creativity and fertility.
Oh, right.
And so a lot of good luck happens during this time.
And you have struck some good luck.
I struck gold, baby. I got a pay raise.
A big one.
A big one. I'm kind of afraid to like say it on air because I'm like, what if they like take it back? I've just had such bad luck in my life.
They're not going to take it back.
It feels too good to be true because it was like a lot. I'm not even making that much now, but it's like
it's like you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
Which is rare. When you get a pay raise, usually it's like
$1.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're actually going to notice a difference. So
I'm going to notice a huge
congratulations. We are drinking in your honor today.
We got some tequila and Lunchables.
Yeah, we just ate pizza Lunchables.
That suck.
They suck.
That brings me to another soapbox, but we don't have to go there.
Yeah.
They don't give you enough cheese is the main
They
point.
don't give you enough
or
cheese.
Or a
it's
stick
bullshit.
to spread it.
Yeah, what happened to those sticks? What do I have to do now? Just spread it with a packet?
It's so messy. This is for children too.
Right.
Like, think of the messes that the children
Maybe
are making.
the children were choking on the sticks.
Oh, I bet you. Because I feel like there was a lot of like lawsuits in the 90s about that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this month is May. May starts with M. We're talking about
MLMs. And
that was good.
Yeah, that was really good. I feel like we say that every time because we're just fucking good at it.
But we didn't like rehearse.
Yeah, we didn't plan to say it that way.
We just did it because we're
we're
friends.
Beasts. We're good. So yeah, MLMs. We want to do a different MLM each week. And I think it's interesting, particularly for people in LA. I think that there's a lot of people that get scammed here because people come here with a dream and they're desperate for money. And MLMs are often like get rich quick schemes. So MLMs, I think I grew up hearing the term pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
But MLMs, I feel like, is a newer term because, and I don't know if it is the pyramid scheme people that created the term MLM
it's like
to make it sound better.
They rebranded themselves.
Or if like they just were distinguished along the way. But pyramid schemes, what we found, pyramid schemes are illegal. MLMs are legal, technically. But there's a lot of gray area in the difference between the two of them.
Yeah, they seem very similar.
They seem very, very similar. Basically, it seems like they both use recruitment to make money. Like, so recruiting more sellers.
Yeah, so I think what we gathered is a pyramid scheme, you have to pay for whatever you're selling up front.
Well, MLMs you sometimes do
you do too.
But it sounds like with pyramid schemes, it's like a lot of money up front.
A lot of money up front, and then it's up to you to sell that and then make your own money from it. So you're going to like break even first, and then eventually make money if you sell everything.
And if you don't, the company doesn't necessarily reimburse that.
And the company doesn't suffer because they already got your money.
Yeah.
So the recruits are keeping this company alive, not necessarily the people buying the product.
People are buying into it, and it's not necessarily a good product. But MLMs could actually be good products, I think.
Yeah.
Not always.
There was one MLM that I got sucked into.
Oh, really?
I didn't get sucked in. I didn't sell for it, but I thought about it, and I definitely bought from my friend who was selling it. But it was this lip gloss called Lip Sense. Do you remember that?
No, I don't think so.
It was probably really bad for your lips because it kind of burned when you put it on, but it lasted
like a plumper?
No, it was like a lip color.
Oh, okay.
And you would put there was a whole instruction to it. You would put the first thing on, you have to let it dry. You put another coat on, and then you let that dry, and then you seal it with this clear gloss. And I swear that shit did not move.
Huh.
It was insane. It burned. It smelled weird. It did not move.
But it was good for a night out.
Literally.
Oh, yeah. So if you're sucking... No.
If you're trying to suck some dick and not have it come off.
Yeah.
No, I ate a hamburger.
Sure, a hamburger.
And it did not
it was
come
an
off.
Arby's sandwich.
Yeah, it was a real big meaty sandwich, and my lips were the same before and after. So yeah, I because you said some of the products can be good.
Yeah,
I was obsessed with this shit.
The product was good.
It was.
Yeah, and I think the consensus about today's MLM, the product is good, I guess, but there are a lot of complaints about it. I think they prey on young people.
Yeah, it sounds like
that
it's
are
not
looking
the
for
product.
a job.
It's not the product itself.
It's the structure.
The structure.
The
yeah.
MLM structure of how the company operates. And the company we're going to be talking about today is Cutco. And they're also associated with Vector Marketing. Which is the same company, from what I understand. Cutco is just the brand of the knives. They sell knives, and Vector is the marketing company that you would be hired by to sell the knives.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm Kirsten.
I'm Allie.
And you're listening to
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
MLMs.
So good.
I honestly heard you kind of going up with your voice. So
I think
did
you
the
saw
same
me do
thing.
this.
Yeah.
You saw
I was like ML. I was looking at you like MLM.
You saw the inflection because I kind of did a little head.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah.
And I picked it up.
It's Beltane.
It's Beltane, everybody.
Beltane is swaying us. Yeah, we were kind of thinking that before we get into Cutco, we're going to play a little game. Because we're celebrating today and we have little tequila drinks. So in light of that, we're going to play Truth or Drink. This is from, I don't know if you know where it came from, but it comes from a YouTube channel called The Cut. Sponsor me, Cut.
Hey, Cut.
And they do these Truth or Drink. They have a deck of cards, which is kind of uncomfortable questions, but their videos are interesting because they'll pair people together that are unlikely to be paired to drink with, like your exes or mother and son or something, and they're just sitting at a table in front of each other, and they have,
okay. So it's stuff you
shots.
don't want to tell each other.
And so if you don't answer,
you have to take a drink.
Yeah.
That would be more, because with you I'm like, well, I don't
We're
care,
gonna
I'll
answer
just
it. Yeah,
tell you.
but I think the question cards are still good.
Yeah,
either way,
but it would definitely be a different game if I was sitting across from
I think it could
someone.
be interesting because we're on air.
That's true. So everyone,
it could still be Truth or Drink. I think this actually is meant to be played on air,
because I don't necessarily want everyone to know my business. Not that people listen.
People listen. Don't say that. Don't bring that negativity out into the air. People are listening.
Just saying, like, probably the people I would probably tell this to anyway are probably the ones listening.
Listen, my mom, I was talking to her right before you came, and I was like, yeah, we're about to record our podcast. And she was like, when are you going to share with me the podcast? And I'm like, Mom, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, no, Mama.
Well,
Anywho,
we're
yapping.
Yeah,
We told you guys, it's a yapping episode. So let's do one little round, and then we'll talk about some Cutco shit.
Okay.
So, truth or drink?
Kirsten.
Yes.
What is the worst thing about having me as a travel companion?
Oh, you have to pee a lot.
No, I don't. That's Missy. That's Missy.
Oh, yeah.
Missy,
you did pee like with her.
Missy stays peeing.
Yeah, that's true. That was Missy on our trip. I don't know. I feel like you were fine on our trip. That's the only trip I've really done with you. Oh no, we went to New York together.
Mm-hmm. I'm a perfect travel companion.
I think you were pretty good. I think one thing that could have been better, but I was doing it too, was we got too drunk and on the train.
Oh, we missed our stop.
Yeah. I think, but that's both of us, you know.
Yeah, well.
We got too drunk on the train, and my friend needed to wake up early, and we were being a little irresponsible.
And we missed our stop. We made friends.
We missed the stop by like a lot.
A lot. Well, it was because the train wasn't stopping at every stop that night.
Yeah, and we thought, because it was like later at night.
Yeah,
I think
so
the
it was
stops
like
are different.
The stop we needed, and then they like skip a bunch of stops and then get off at the next one. So we went kind of far.
Yeah, but we made friends on the train.
We did.
That.
We made we made really good friends.
A bunch of gay guys.
They were cute.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think.
Yeah, so maybe we're just a little irresponsible.
Yeah, we can get a little irresponsible.
Yeah.
But that was like also 3 years ago.
And it was fun.
That was fun. I remember we went to Old Navy too. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because I had to get.
I thought I had to get something.
No, I had to get a rain jacket.
Oh, because I bought something there. I bought stuff there too. Oh, yeah. I guess it was for you, huh?
Yeah, I think
remember
it was
you
for
having to
me,
get one.
and then everyone was like, yeah, sweet.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm going to ask you one.
Okay.
Tell us about the first time you ever saw porn.
Ever saw porn?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this was the first time I ever saw porn, but I remember being at my friend's house, this girl who I grew up with like since we were 2 years old, and I think we were like in elementary school, honestly, like 6th grade, 5th grade.
Okay.
Somewhere around that. And I remember being in her computer room. They had a computer room. And we were being naughty and searching for like boobs or like sex like on the internet.
Wait, how old were you?
Like 5th grade or 6th grade.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like we were pretty young. And I remember we were searching for naughty things, and we were like, oh my God. And I remember.
You saw boobs?
Yeah, I saw boobs. We saw a dick. We saw a penetration.
Holy shit.
And I remember being like, oh my God. And I remember I got fanny flutters for the first time.
Oh.
I was like, ooh.
I remember the first time I got fanny flutters too.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Was it for a guy or a girl?
It was just like for the act of sex.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely, at the time, like, looked up more girls because I thought girls were hotter. They are hotter. And I was like, ew, dicks, gross.
Penises.
I was like, oh,
penises are really fucking weird.
Yeah, they're weird, especially when you're in 6th grade.
But imagine kids today, though. If this is your experience in the early 2000s, imagine kids today that are on their iPads. They're seeing this shit younger and younger, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I remember after we did that at Laura's house, I was like, oh, I wonder I'm going to do it at my house.
How?
Because I had a computer.
But, like, how did you do it without anybody seeing?
Oh, so I did it when no one was watching, but then I got in trouble later because my dad knew how to check the history. And I didn't know anything about history or computers. And he was like, were you looking up porn? And I was like,
yes.
I was like, oh, I remember. I was like, I got there was a pop-up and I accidentally clicked on it. Because remember,
Smart,
pop-ups were like
smart.
very,
Mhm,
they were
mhm.
always
rampant. Yeah,
popping
yeah.
up.
They were really popping up, and we couldn't avoid them sometimes.
Yeah, so I lied real quick and I was like, oh yeah,
That
it
was
a
smart.
pop-up. I know, that was so smart of me. I was
Yeah.
like, it was a pop-up. Yeah, I don't know. And he was like, okay.
So Cutco, as we were saying, is a knife company. And I feel like a lot of people our age are victims of Cutco. I actually have a personal experience with it.
Do tell.
Because when I was 16 or 17, I got a phone call from them. And they were like, basically, they were like, you're going to make $16 an hour. And I was like,
That's a lot.
Yeah, it
for
was
that
a lot.
time.
Because I was making like probably $5
I was
an
making
hour.
$5 an hour.
I was making like $5.50 at
That
Dairy
age.
Queen.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, $16 an hour, sign me up. And so they were like, all right, so just come to this meeting. And me and my friend Jamie Lamb went, and with the last name, and me and Jamie went, and it was an unpaid training, but we're like 16, 17, so
like,
we're
whatever.
like whatever for that $16 an hour,
Yeah,
let's do
whatever.
it. And, you know, they make us sit through this whole, like, seminar about the knives and how, like, they can cut through pennies or whatever. Yeah, they're really good knives. And I saw them cut it through a penny.
Oh,
and,
shit.
like, it's a fucking good knife. And they're like, okay, so it's going to be $100. I think it was $100 if my memory is correct. They were like, it's going to be $100 to buy the knife kit so you can demonstrate and sell it. So I don't know if they were offering a hourly pay and then you got commission. I can't remember what it was, but I remember realizing pretty quickly, like in the seminar, that a lot of that $16 an hour came from the like average commission that people get.
Yeah.
I remember finding that out. Yeah. And I realizing, oh, like we don't actually get paid $16 an hour. It's just like if we sell this amount.
Yeah.
But I was like, still gonna do it. But at the time, I was frequenting this hookah bar a lot because I was underage, and it was like the place that would like sell us alcohol.
Kirsten.
It was like, it wasn't White Claws at the time; it was Smirnoff Ices at the time.
Oh yes.
And anywho, this guy, I think his name was Dalton. He was like 21 and we were
Of course he was.
like 16, 17, and so he was our friend anyway. He was like, don't do it because you're gonna waste all your money in gas, drive into people's houses. And this is, I think now it's different because people do it on Zoom.
Yeah, it's remote.
But at the time they were like, you're gonna waste all your time driving to people's houses to do the sales pitch, and then like gas money and
Dalton,
all this. Yeah.
Even though he was a weirdo hanging out with 16-year-olds, he was the voice of reason.
Yeah, he was. And actually, he might have been closer to our age. Dalton was legit. I feel like he was never that creep. I wish I could remember how old he was, because I remember him being fun and like, yeah, maybe he was too old, huh?
Yeah.
But he lived in his mom's basement. I remember we'd go to his mom's house and we'd get like fucked up
Oh my
in
God.
the basement. But it wasn't like that. Like we wouldn't like hook up with him or anything.
Yeah.
We'd just like get really drunk in his mom's nice basement and hang out.
So weird.
It is kind of weird thinking back on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Dalton saved you from getting scammed.
Yeah, he did. He was like, don't do it. And I was like, okay. So we asked you guys, listeners, people that follow us, if you've had experience with Cutco, because I feel like really a lot of us have, and I thought more people were going to respond, but less people responded.
Yeah.
But you did get one response.
Yeah. So one of my friends responded and said like that he did work at Cutco, but it was a long time ago, so he didn't really remember a whole lot about it.
This is what I'm thinking is like they do prey on young people.
Yeah. So he didn't remember. So that's maybe why. But he basically was like, yeah, I don't really remember a whole lot, but I know that the knives are really good. And he was like, it's like easy to sell something that's actually good.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, I didn't really think it was an MLM. He only worked there for a week.
Oh.
So you work from home. The goal is to set up appointments, get referrals, continue setting up appointments, and selling knives. They tell you what it is, the structure, and how you can move up if you're selling well. It didn't feel scammy to him, he said. But yeah, like he said, they do have a really good product that made it more easy to sell because you really believed in the knives. He said, I only set one appointment, and even though I sold knives, I didn't do enough to start making money, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like he kind of wanted to see what kind of money that he could have made.
Yeah, so
it.
yeah, I think the thing is that he's had other sales jobs since then. So he was saying that he wishes he would have like took it more seriously to get more sales experience. Because I was reading online that one thing that makes it kind of scammy to me is they don't pay you for training.
Yeah. And that was the thing too. When I went to the training.
Yeah.
And they didn't pay me. But I was also 16 and I was like, maybe this is just what jobs do.
Right.
You know? Like
well, Kadar actually got an interview with them, and he didn't go to the training because it was unpaid.
Yeah.
So he was
yeah.
Like, and I was like, yeah, that's fucking weird. There's no way I would work anywhere that didn't pay me for the training part.
Yeah. Also, like, Cutco in 2024 is, like, still trying to get us.
Dude.
Like,
yes.
Trying to get people our age.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
how did he find out about it?
One of those, either Craigslist or Indeed or...
Yeah, and they probably still do the same tactic. They probably, like, put a really high, like, wage.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not their actual
That's the thing
wage.
is, like,
it's like the wage, the average that you would make
that
if
you
could
make.
if you. And some of the Reddit posts that I'm seeing are like, it's all based on your network, your starting network. Like, yes, you could be a really good salesperson, but like if you don't know enough people, because it's not like they give you leads.
No, they don't. It's all people that you already know. So they suggest like starting out selling to your friends and family. And that right there, I'd be like, no, because I'm not trying to sell some shit to my friends and family.
And they're expensive knives.
Yeah,
like,
they're nice, but
it's like, I'm not like...
And if you're 16, 17, you don't know enough people that even have their own money.
Yeah, it's like my friend's parents.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
It's kind of weird. But this guy that gave me his experience, he was saying that he wishes he would have like took advantage of the training even though it was unpaid, because it's kind of like
they give you like tactics maybe.
Kind of like a 101 in sales. At least I was reading that online.
So it could be like kind of free, like free
education.
Yeah,
but you're not paying me for training. No, I'm not doing this job. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I just think any job that isn't going to pay you like a decent base wage for shit. Like, I was trying to figure out online like what their base pay for stuff is, because it sounds like they do actually pay you
I'm still
hourly.
I'm still
unclear.
Not clear.
I think I did see like some snippet of their website that said that, but
you have to like set up meetings. Like you have to get so many meetings a week. And
and it's like
the meetings are really 80%.
You have to hit like sales goals of 80% or something.
Yeah,
like,
so the people that you like pitch to, 80% of them have to buy the knife, and
which is crazy.
I just feel like any sales position like that where it's like, this is random. Like, who needs new knives?
I mean, I feel like it works for people that are already in a place of privilege, that have a lot of people around them that just have money to spend.
Yes,
like,
that's
because they are good knives, and people with money are like, I would like a new knife set. Like that penny thing is really impressive. Like, that's impressive. I think that's part of the sales pitch. I don't know if it still is, but I remember it being a part of the sales pitch when I was like recruited for it, that it can cut through a penny.
That is impressive. Like, and if I saw that in real life, like, I would think about buying it.
Yeah. And then somebody else on Reddit was like, I've had these knives for 14 years.
Yeah.
Like,
the guy that I know who worked for them for a week said that his mom still uses the knives today.
Yeah.
And that was like a long time ago.
Cutco sponsor us.
Hey, Actually, you know what, Cutco, we were wrong about you. You guys, you sell
You
some
got
good
that.
stuff.
Why don't they just start? So, but here's the thing: if it's that great of a product, why aren't they selling it in stores?
Where is it? Why isn't it in Target,
Yeah.
Walmart?
Yeah,
Because
because they're making money from this MLM structure.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
but I just feel like they can make more money if they like outsource to Walmart.
Yeah,
you know?
like give it to Walmart or like literally anybody, or like have your own website. I feel like now the name, well, now it's got a kind of bad rap, but
Yeah.
like I think that you could do it an honest way with the money, with the profit that they have, like invest in like a good website, like a rebranding, you know.
Yeah, they could really turn this around because, you know, if they're that good, why isn't everyone running to buy them?
Because they're making so much money on this MLM structure, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you have any interesting stories from your Reddit?
I had kind of a funny one.
Let's hear it. I found the r/Cutco channel, but you found some like actual just like
well,
threads.
this channel is r/anti-MLM.
Oh,
Yeah.
we should look at that for the future episodes.
Yeah.
too.
So this one says, is Vector/Cutco a scam? And then they said, I had just quit Cutco after a depressing week. The manager guilt tripped me into staying, but I stood my ground. I don't want to sit on my ass nagging people to buy knives. I don't want to call people off of a damn script. This isn't me. This rep even told me that I can use the job to beat depression by talking to people. How? Nagging them to buy knives?
That's actually like manipulative.
I already accidentally got cut by a Cutco knife.
Well, it means it's a good
That was
knife,
the
right?
end. That was the end. And then people obviously are replying like, this one person was like, yeah, Vector is literally textbook MLM. Literally, my econ textbook used them as an example by name.
Yeah.
And then they said that they had a friend work for them and realized it was bullshit. So they were just saying like this, it's kind of a cult like tactic to retain people and get people to join.
Yeah, I think that this is actually very telling coming from our sort of like cult episodes moving towards this. Like, it is like a cult. And I think that MLMs have been described as the power, being so powerful because people are connected like a family, you know? And so you're like, oh my gosh, like I have to like help my boss and da-da-da. So this person on Cutco, on r/Cutco says, and this is 6 months ago, but they're like, I just started working here and I've always noticed some weird and discriminatory behavior.
Uh-oh.
It's truly disgusting and something I want no part in. I have family and friends that are in their mid-60s and also some friends whose family speaks Spanish. Guess what? I'm not getting paid. They failed to mention prior to me having these meetings that age matters.
What?
I'm only allowed to get paid when I present to customers of the age gap 30 to 50.
What?
Yeah.
Is that real?
I don't know. It seems like it. A lot of people upvoted this. I presented to 14 relatives and guess what? I don't know if I'll get paid. I had to argue with my boss and try to convince him that it classifies as age discrimination. That doesn't make sense to me because, like, why wouldn't they have people, like, over 50?
Yeah, that
I feel like people over 50 would buy.
Yeah.
Then it sounds like this person's boss was fucked up, but let's hear more. Then I asked if it was okay to present to my best friend's mother who only speaks Spanish. My friend offered to translate in the presentation so her mother would understand and who knows, maybe buy a knife. Can't get paid for that either.
What?
That's in all caps. That's what I got. This company is disgusting. Da, da, da. My boss calls me every day to check in on me and then talk about his day, which frankly I don't care about. I was also yelled at because I wouldn't record my Zoom calls and send them to him. My fault. I didn't want to get in trouble, so I asked the customer if that was okay, and they said no. That makes sense. Like, respect the customer's wishes.
I'm not going to record the Zoom call if you literally say don't record it.
Yeah, I have to respect people's privacy. Exactly. What this company also doesn't understand is that not everyone in the USA has $1,500 to just give out on the dot. So I guess
Jesus
like
Christ.
Cutco knives, it must be expensive. Wait, hold on.
Let's see how expensive they
Yeah.
are. Because that's a lot. You can't just ask someone. No. I don't even know a single person in my life right now that would buy that.
I remember the kit being $100, but I also, my memory could be wrong.
Well, it might be $100 for the kit to like be able to show the knives.
Oh, right.
But you probably have to give it back.
They do have good reviews. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. They're $1,900. It's like a block, you know, like a regular block, like a kitchen block with the knives in it. This set, I don't know, it looks like it has like 20 knives. Maybe 15, but it's $2,000. This one is $1,600.
A knife can only
$1,200.
be so good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$2,000 is insane. Do they have any like normal?
The cheapest one is like $500 that I'm seeing.
Oh my God. See,
Yeah,
I would feel
that's the problem.
I would feel embarrassed like trying to sell these expensive ass knives to.
I think the cheapest set on their website is a set of 3 for $363.
Oh my God, that's like more than $100 a knife.
Like, yeah. Okay, so and that kind of confirms it. Like, if you don't have rich friends, you are not selling these knives.
You're not, because that's insane.
Like, no way.
No one
way.
I know is gonna. Yeah, you have to have like rich friends.
Rich. This is like celebrity rich
Yeah,
people.
like-
Like, who is gonna spend like? And this person says 1,500, but like
No
now,
one I
it's
know.
like this is like 2,000.
No one I
That's
know
crazy.
would buy no.
Absolutely not. Not even the $300 one.
Because to
No.
be frank, why do you need to cut a penny?
Yeah.
Why?
You don't.
You don't
You
need
don't.
to.
You know.
What
If
is
your meat is that hard, then you didn't cook it right.
You need to chill. If your meat is that hard, you got problems. I don't need to be cutting no fucking copper pennies.
No way.
So
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
We should have looked that up in the first place.
Yeah,
because
that's actually
revolutionary.
That's
to this
blowing
whole
my
story.
mind. That's
Yeah.
blowing my mind.
Holy shit. If you just go to cutco.com, that answers it for you. This is what you're selling. You're trying to sell people $1,000,
Over
$2,000,
I'm
$500.
sure they're great knives.
Yeah. And everybody says they all have actually the ratings are like 4.9 stars, 5 stars.
But again, a knife
Yeah.
can only be so good.
And you know what? The ratings are probably also so high because they're having the representatives rate them. Because like you have to buy a kit.
Ooh.
I thought they were gonna be like $200 for a set.
Same. I thought $200
Yeah.
max.
Yeah, and
I'm
I was like, okay, yeah,
okay, I
nice set of
I
knives,
was
$200. Like
to myself,
maybe I want to buy some.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have nice knives.
Yeah.
They work. They're fine.
But like,
But
go for a nice
I'm an
set.
adult
Yeah.
now. Maybe I should have a nice knife set.
Not
No.
for $2,000.
No.
Hell no.
I changed my
I think
mind.
even if I was like rich, I would not want to. I don't know. I guess it is kind of nice to have a knife that would last like years and years and years, and then you don't have to keep on worrying about buying new knives. But like, still,
I don't know.
No.
That seems crazy to me.
that's crazy.
That's
And I
crazy.
also don't support an MLM. So,
Yeah. So fuck that.
but this person had a little bit more to say after the
Okay, sorry.
$1,500 part.
Continue.
She says, I'm bombarded with texts and calls asking me what I'm doing and what's wrong. Why are my sales not at 80%? I don't know. Maybe it's because these damn presentations take 90 minutes and customers get bored.
Dude, if I was
Exactly.
sitting
90
in a
minutes?
90-minute presentation, I'd be like, get the fuck off my computer.
Like, you're just asking your parents' moms, like, do you have 90 minutes, please?
Like, no one does.
I don't like this company and support da-da-da-da. Yeah, basically, no other knife company has this issue. Maybe time to start selling in stores. This person really, like, read them for filth, and I'm here for it.
And they work there, so
Yeah, they worked there.
I believe them.
They said that they just started, but, like, if they're already feeling this way.
That's
That
bad.
discrimination stuff is weird, too. And I don't know if that's like...
true. That's
I think it's true maybe for their experience. I don't know if that's, like, what Cutco's, like...
right.
Like
Maybe we're not hearing the whole story.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if it was true.
Yeah. So yeah, Cutco ain't it.
It ain't it. And, just be aware of this
Scammers.
scam because people fall for it. I think the biggest thing is they're not super straight up about what it is you're actually going to be doing.
They trick you. They reel you in by like saying you're going to make X amount per hour.
And they don't necessarily even say that you're going to sell knives.
Yeah.
It's like very
Yeah, I didn't
cagey.
know that. I didn't know that until I went to the free training.
Yeah. So it's
I mean the unpaid training.
Because I remember Kadar like got to the training portion still not knowing that
what
they sold knives. Well, Cutco, you know what? Just sell your fucking shit at Walmart.
Yeah. Can you
Make
stop
it
like
affordable.
praying? Well, this is the problem for me. It's like you guys have a good product. Sell it, but stop preying on people that are desperate for money.
Yeah.
Like it's so mean.
Yeah.
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 Oh, one other thing that I can say about Cutco is I found out like who put my number down because they called my cell phone. And basically what they make you do is after the training, when you're like filling out your forms or whatever, you have to give the name and phone number of 5 people that you think would be good for the company.
Yeah.
And so somebody that was like a friend, it was like a family friend, granted, and I think he was actually doing well with the sales of it, but like he put my name down.
Damn.
Kyle Collis.
Kyle, you threw Kirsten under the bus, dude. That's like when people put your name down at the gym.
Yeah.
And then the gym like harasses you for 3 weeks to get you to come.
I've been harassed by a gym before and it is not fun. Let's do another truth or drink and wrap this baby up.
Okay, I have a question. What is the most needlessly mean thing you've ever heard me say about someone else?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like you're not that mean. Like,
I'm a mean girl.
You're not. You're not. I don't know. Hold on. Let me think. Because I feel like the most recent thing in our friends group has been the dog face Uber girl situation.
The dog face Uber.
That you weren't even a part of.
I was not a part of. So that was not even me.
We're not going to go into the details of that.
Yeah.
It was justified, guys. We're not assholes. But I think that, I don't know. I've never really seen you be that mean. I feel like you will like dog on people on TV.
Yeah, I'm super into reality TV because I feel like that is where I can get my mean side off. Is like people on reality TV. I can talk about them, talk shit about them in the comfort of my own home because they will never hear me say that. I'm not trolling them online. I'm not making nasty comments about them. I'm not talking about them on Twitter.
You're not bullying them.
I'm not bullying them. I'm just talking shit in the comfort of my own home, to one other person watching reality TV show with me, which is either you or Kadar. And I feel like that's how I am nice in real life. I got to get it out.
Yeah.
Where, got to get it out. And then in real life, I'm super way nicer. But I will say, I will not talk shit about people, especially how they look, their intelligence.
But what if somebody dogs on your looks first?
I'm getting there. Unless I won't talk shit about people. I don't like when people take digs at other people's looks, especially when they don't deserve it. Just being mean to be mean sucks. And I don't like that unless I'm watching reality TV. But if someone comes at you first, talking shit about you, or if they're just legitimately a shitty human and they deserve the shit talk, sorry.
Yeah.
If you are, I don't know, a weirdo.
If someone's coming at me recklessly, I'm going to match your energy. Unless I feel like it's not worth my time, which most of the time it isn't. But sometimes I'm in the mood.
Catch me on a day where I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
And I will match your energy.
Yeah.
But I will never start that. You know, I will never start that energy.
No, it's like I don't need. I have things to do in my life. I've got bills to pay. Like I'm not.
But there's certain things where I'm like, oh, you're shitty as fuck. Like you're a really terrible person
for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah.
I'm gonna comment on how ugly you are.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially if you're like talking on my friends.
Yeah.
Or talking on me for no fucking reason.
I'm gonna say, well, she's ugly anyway.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna say her outfit sucks.
So it's like if you're saying some shit, okay, maybe I'm a little tequila drunk right now, but if you're saying some shit about my body, I'm gonna say some shit about yours.
Ooh, shots fired.
But I also just gained a bunch of weight, so please don't talk about my body. Allie had to hem my dress.
Oh my God, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, she did such a good job because I was actually getting really anxious about it because the dress for my brother's wedding didn't fit me. And I'm like in the wedding.
You also bought it a really long time ago.
I did. And then I also like haven't bought a dress in a long time. And I guess I've just gained a lot of weight since I've bought a dress, and my dress size is not the same as it used to be.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. And my brother's fiance bride to be was like, well, we can return it for you, but I was like, no, I'll just like lose the weight, because that was like back in February. That was back in February, and I was like, it's not that.
It's okay. I'll work out every single day.
Yeah, and
then fine.
I didn't lose the weight, and
you know what? It worked out.
It worked out. Well, you helped a lot because I was gonna have to like teach myself how to sew.
I still don't really know how to sew.
Like
I call it the white trash fix.
I mean,
because
I think like threading the sewing machine is the
main thing. It's
the
like
main
thing. The meat
once you know
and
how
potatoes.
to do that, like, well, people that actually sew will yell at us right
I know
now,
they're like, no, it depends on the needle, it depends on the thread,
it depends on the fabric,
it depends on the stitch.
We know that,
like,
but
whatever. We'll take classes later, but what we know now is we have a needle, we have thread,
and we need to put it on this machine.
And we did.
Yeah,
we troubleshot because it wasn't working for a second,
and we figured out a way to make it like hideable in the dress to make it bigger.
It's
like
honestly,
making something smaller is easy. Making something bigger, much harder.
It was honestly my greatest accomplishment as a seamstress so far.
I love it. Like, I'm so happy that it worked out. Like, I was honestly, Allie, I have to tell you, I was like very anxious about it. Like, I was having like kind of nightmares. Like I thought I was gonna have to like just like keep it unzipped and like somehow like cover the fact that it was unzipped.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
No, we fixed it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great. It does, to be honest, like if you're looking.
It's hidden. You can't see any of the seams.
It's hidden. If a seamstress were to look at my work, they would be appalled.
They would be like, this is shit.
This is the worst I've ever seen.
The point is the dress fits, and the part that we mended is covered by
the sleeve.
Other fabric. Yeah. So
we
you
really
can't even see.
Are creative as fuck. It's because it's Beltane.
Yeah, it's Beltane. It is the height of creativity right now.
So, you know, we kind of killed that last night. Like you
killed it.
Well,
it's hard.
But we did it. And now you're going to have a dress for the wedding, even though bridesmaids' dresses are always so ugly.
Yeah, sorry, Stephanie and Reed, if you ever hear this, but
doubt it.
Not my style. Not cute. Not cute. But I appreciate the fact that you guys bought it.
If
will
you
forever
had to buy that,
appreciate that.
That would be crazy.
And if it's me, and I promise I won't look crazy, like nobody's gonna even know.
We fixed and how would they?
How would they know? And we missed our opportunity on that TikTok right there.
We didn't make a TikTok. How would they know? They're never gonna know. No one's gonna know. Because literally, no one's gonna know, dude. Unless you show people, which do it,
which I might. Yeah, I'll be like, look at what my friend D did.
I'm proud of that shit, dude. It's my fucking greatest accomplishment. I'm telling you.
Are you ready for your question?
I'm ready.
What's the most serious crime you've ever committed?
Serious crime. Well, I did kill somebody one time by accident.
Allie. By accident, and you're not in prison right now.
I know.
That's white privilege.
Yep.
That's peak white privilege.
It is.
Not true, guys. Just kidding. Well,
It's not true.
except that it is.
No one
it's
will
not.
ever know.
But it's not. It's not true.
I could never. I can't even kill fucking.
No, but what if you had to kill somebody to save your family members?
I would be traumatized, and I would do it, but I
if
would
you,
be
like, if somebody like was on top of your brother and your dad,
I'd
and,
stab him
like-
in the fucking back,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But I would be traumatized after.
yeah, fair enough.
So, there's that. I would not be the same person as I am today. Most serious crime. I'm trying to think. I feel like, I guess it's kind of very illegal to travel with marijuana across state
states,
lines,
yeah.
especially when you're flying.
Yeah,
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I feel like
I bring
can
home
get
shit
away
all the time.
I think especially if you're going to California, they don't.
Well,
really
yeah, and
check.
but I do it. So one time I hid a bunch of shit in my luggage because my dad's girlfriend
Was like, it's okay.
always wants me to bring her some edibles because they're not the same in West Virginia. She likes the
Of
Cali
course they are.
edibles.
Yeah,
And then she also likes flowers. So like I was bringing her a
you're
bunch of
sneaking
shit.
it. Yeah.
And I hid everything in my makeup bag and then put a bunch of tampons on top. And that's how I hid it. And
They didn't say anything?
I got one of those papers in my luggage that said, "Hey, we searched your luggage," but all my shit was still there. I was like, "Oh, well, you didn't
so
search
they
it
didn't
good
search
enough."
it close enough. They were like, "Oh, tampons."
Yeah,
no, not
yeah.
going any further.
But they probably also
Don't care that much.
don't care about drugs.
Yeah.
Like I think they were probably searching for bombs or like
heavy drugs like cocaine
Yeah.
or like fentanyl or like whatever.
we
Yeah.
don't give a shit about this weed. But
Yeah. Weed's gonna be legal in every state. Like, give it some time.
I still read signs at LAX where it's like taking even marijuana is a felony, like taking it on a plane. Well, that's probably like the most illegal thing I've ever done.
Yeah, like the most thing like that you could get in trouble for.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, moral of the story is I really haven't done that bad of things.
Yeah, that's the end of this episode. We're 1 hour and 32 minutes in. We're done
my
talking.
God.
We're yappers. Here's the thing. This May season, I feel like we deserve it. We deserve a yapping month.
Should we name our fans Yappies? Remember we were always trying to figure out a name for our fans?
What do you guys think?
Like little
Let
monsters.
us know if you guys approve of yappies. We might call
you
you
guys want to
yappies.
be Yappies?
We might call you yappies. And
if you're cool with it.
yeah, if you're cool with it. If you're not, we might still call you yappies. If nobody answers, we're calling you yappies. If nobody opposes,
Our Yappies?
you're our
My
yappies.
little Yappies?
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We talk a little bit about Cutco. Next week, we're talking about another MLM. I forget what it is, but
Yeah.
It'll
we'll
be,
announce
you
it on
know,
our Instagram.
we
If
will.
you have any experience with the next MLM, we'll feature your story.
or an MLM in general, let
Yeah.
us know.
It doesn't have to be one
Yeah.
that we're asking about, but
Yeah.
cool. Well, thank you guys so much. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much, Pod.
Buy us a coffee.
Buy us a coffee, please, for the love of God.
And if you don't know how to do that, literally, you just go to our link in our bio and you'll see some links to the podcast episodes. After that, you'll see a buy us a coffee link.
It's only $5,
It's only $5.
which in this economy is nothing.
Listen, if you
So-
guys are buying coffee, get us a coffee. And if you
Can
enjoy
I just
this,
say something? I bought a coffee today.
it's $7.
It was $8.
Yeah, it's not even $5.
It was $8.
Yeah.
Dude.
Buy us a coffee is actually a cheap coffee.
Yeah, $5 is
You
a
can't
cheap
even buy a
coffee.
nice latte in LA for that anymore. You can't. You can't buy a latte for $5.
You can get some drip coffee for
Yeah,
$5.
That's exactly right.
But
you can't get a latte for
you
$5
can't.
after tax. No.
No. So
No,
$5
that's not happening in LA.
literally nothing.
Yeah.
So just donate, because if a lot of people do it, then we will have enough money to eventually buy new equipment, and we definitely need that.
Yeah, and move on in life.
Move on in life. Like,
we're trying to progress in our lives, and we want to pursue our creative pursuits.
We do. It's
We do.
Beltane.
Yeah.
So,
It's Beltane.
email us. Thank you so much. pod@gmail.com.
Yeah,
Follow
we've
us
been
on
reading
Twitter.
all of your guys' emails.
Yeah,
Riveting.
a lot of
Riveting.
emails. You know, I'm sorry we
Yeah,
can't
it might
get through
take us
all
a
of
while to
them.
reply, but
yeah, we can't get through all of them like super fast, but
But keep 'em
we
coming.
will. We
Keep 'em
will.
coming.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
them coming. We will eventually reply.
we love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, it's our
Just
favorite.
trust us. We always read it. We always read it. Even if you think, oh, they're not going to reply, we will eventually reply.
We will. It's just
And we
get
always
so
read
many.
it. We always read it.
We get so many.
We get a lot. We're a little bit inundated right now.
Yeah, so
But,
you know.
yeah. All right. Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.